What's up, YouTube fam? Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Nicole. My channel is all about just lifestyle, primarily home decor, home renovation projects that I work on. Just trying to make my first house one DIY at a time, make it feel like home, make it feel like my own. It just make it inspiring because I'm an entrepreneur, I'm a mom, I work hard. So when I come home, when I'm in my space, I want to feel inspired, I want to feel comfortable. So everything I'm doing on my channel is really to make my life as seamless and as inspiring as possible. So make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Make sure you check out my previous videos. I'm in my kitchen right now. This was one of the first projects I did in the house, just kind of updating the kitchen. Did the light fixture, did the cabinets. Check out my previous videos. I'll link it so you can see how the kitchen looked beforehand. But in today's video, I want to remove this marble contact paper. You guys may have seen it in other YouTubers' videos. Plenty of people are using it and doing it for like renter-friendly solutions and renter-friendly renovations, things like that. I've had the contact paper on the counter for moved into the house in 2019. So over a year. Did it like a month after I moved in. So over a year, it's held up pretty well. Check out my kitchen budget-friendly kitchen renovation video so you can see an up close and personal view of the whole countertop and also all the other things that I did. But today, you guys, I really want to remove this contact paper. I haven't really seen a whole lot of videos of people removing it, so I'm hoping that it looks okay. The original countertop is fine. If you can see, the kitchen is like a white theme, white and black theme with hints of wood and greenery, and that's kind of the concept I want to keep. But the contact paper it's coming up in some spots. As I mentioned in the, excuse my hair, guys, it's Sunday and we're preparing for the week. But it's coming up in certain spots. So like I said, it's been a year. My honest opinion, I think it's a great solution. I also did the bar top in my kitchen. So the contact paper is great, especially if you don't want it long term or if you're not trying to do it to like increase the value of your home or your property. I think it's a good decorative DIY project. And like I said, this lasted a year, really a year, maybe 9 months. That's when it started having some little wear and tear on it. I explained in the video that the dishwasher, I haven't really used the dishwasher much since I bought the house, but when I did use it, I realized that I've used it twice, and in the times that I used it, something is wrong with the dishwasher. I prefer to wash my dishes by hand anyway. Let me know in the comments below if you like a dishwasher or if you prefer by hand. I just feel like the dishwasher isn't as thorough. But I noticed when I did it, the paper started lifting up, the contact paper, because something malfunctioned and water came on the counter. So it was okay, but then slowly little sections started to peel off, and it's just starting to look a little ghetto, okay? It's starting to look a little ghetto. So I'm going to remove it. The underneath the contact paper is, I'm not exactly sure what the material is, but it's like a butcher block vibe. It's like a wood butcher block vibe, which I think will still look good in the kitchen. I'm going to take a before picture and then I'm going to take after, because maybe that butcher block wood vibe will go now and still will look good with the white countertops, white backsplash. Because at first it was just all given this wood color with the cabinets, counter, wall, it was just giving outdated. But I think it should be okay now that the cabinets are painted, the cabinet has pulls, the backsplash. I think it should be okay. And then I also have my little plant baby in here. I'll share with you guys in some later videos. I'm a plant mom now, and I just think that the energy that actual living plants give you is such a vibe. I have this plant right here that's a faux, like a fake plant, and all the other plants in the house are fake except for my new baby. I'll show you guys probably in the after video so I can show you a whole scope of the kitchen before I take the contact paper off and then after. I'm just hoping that the surface, the original countertop isn't damaged by the stickiness of the contact paper. But stay tuned. This was a super long intro. Contact paper removal. Subscribe if you haven't already. Let's just get into the video.
Okay, so I wanted to give y'all a close-up real quick of the contact papers. You can see it's overlapped a little bit in some sections, so it's not completely perfect when I did it. But here's like some imperfections that happen over time. Some stuff from the water damage where you see like the little bulging areas. A piece came off in that gap area. This is all water damage. So, time for a change. All right, guys, so here's the clip of the kitchen. That's my plant baby over there in the left corner that I was telling you about. So it's the green and the tan vibe. So I think when I remove the contact paper, the kitchen will look good. So you see my floors. I'm going to just give y'all a little view like this, and then I'll give y'all the same view once I remove the contact paper. You see over there to the right, that is just super good. All right, let's go. All right, so obviously I had to start taking all of the stuff off the counter. I don't have a lot of stuff. Unfortunately, I don't have a whole lot of counter space anyway, but just trying to get really all of the stuff off the counter. This is my first home, y'all. If y'all aren't, if you don't know that already, but my forever home, I definitely need a bigger kitchen with more counter space. Going into the home buying process, I didn't necessarily know what I wanted or what I needed, I guess, versus what I thought looked nice or was okay or in my budget. But just thinking about things for the future when I get my forever home. But yeah, just taking the stuff off the counter, putting some stuff on the floor and some stuff on the bar. The bar's on the other side. I don't really I don't really show that part too often. But and I also wiped it down. Now that I think about it, why was I mean, wiping the backsplash is cool, but why was I wiping the contact paper when it's coming off anyway? I don't know. It's just I'm my mother's child, and I am a neat freak. I'm OCD, so I'm like cleaning the any like dirt debris off of the counter. All right, so here's another close up now that I took everything off. It's not terrible. I mean, honestly, if there was no water damage from the dishwasher, I think it would still have held up as it did. So where the microwave was, it still looks fine. That little section over there, that's how the counter looks underneath. I didn't cover that section because I knew the microwave would go there. This right here is so tacky. I realized my child was peeling stuff off as well. So, all right, here's one angle of me trying to first peel up the paper. So I was able to pull it up under this way. You see that dirt right there? I thought that was damage to the original countertop, but it turned out to just be like dirt and a little bit of the adhesive. So it's not hard. It wasn't hard to pull up. Like I mentioned, well, I guess I didn't mention it, but anyway, it wasn't hard to pull up, but it was very sticky. So it was like trial and error, trying to figure out the best technique to peel it up and try to make, like, the more that comes up at once, the easier, obviously, so you don't have like to keep peeling up little patches of it. And even though I did it in strips, because everything's overlapped, it should have ideally, I would have liked for it all to come up in one piece. But you'll see in a second that it didn't necessarily turn out that way. My nails, if you happen to see that my nails were yellow initially, it's because I just did a turmeric mask on my face last night. And, turmeric has that orange, at least a little color. So you'll probably see that in my nails. But by the end of this project, y'all, like, I had to just completely get rid of my nails, because my nails, I had already had soggy nails because I was washing dishes, but my nails were just shredded to pieces after doing this, like keep peeling up this paper. It did major damage to my nails. Had my baby coming here. Y'all haven't seen her in a few videos, but I try to keep her involved in my DIY projects so that she can, one, learn certain things, and then two, it's bonding moment. So try to get your kids involved if possible. But yeah, we're just trying to take it off. I was just showing her my nail because my nail it hurts so bad when the little cracks of paper get up under your nail, me trying to peel it up. But Overall, this process is much more time consuming than I initially expected from the other videos that I've seen people do. My nails, y'all, were, I mean, when I say my nails were destroyed, so I don't know if y'all will, if gloves will do, or I mean, I guess just stay away from peeling certain areas up with your nail and maybe find something else to use. I ended up finding a pair of scissors to use later in the video because it was hurting my nails too bad, but I didn't want the scissors to mess up the original countertop either. So it was kind of like a little tricky trying to figure out what was the best method to do or the best way to go about doing this. Definitely a time consuming. I tried to speed up the video, y'all. I really did. And this is another section. You see, like, as I'm peeling it up, the whole thing doesn't come up at once. So I had to like peel up in batches. But I learned over time that like peel up all of the edges first and like have them at like a consistent point or the same point. And then if you peel it up slow, once you have all the edges peeled up, peel it up slow, then it should all come off together. But it was definitely a process. And I mean, it's trial and error. If you've never done this before, I had never took off contact paper. This was my first time putting contact paper on something. So y'all see all these little bits and pieces. That's the stressful part because from my research and other videos that I've watched, they were telling me it would take like 10 minutes, whatever. It didn't take that long. And no, it took much longer than that. It's much longer. So it was not stressful. I think I just got a little frustrated because I expected it to take less time than it actually did. But definitely a process. And y'all, when you take the paper up, it is hella sticky. Like so sticky. I was concerned because I'm like, I hope I can get this stickiness up. The good thing is that it's not, from right now and from this point, it's not really damaging or doesn't appear to have damaged the original countertop, which is good because my goal or idea behind this was to not have to put additional contact paper on. I was either going to remove this and just keep the original countertop for a while, or remove this and then add new contact paper. But realistically, I would like, or ideally, I would like the original countertop for a while. Y'all see this piece right here? When I'm flicking this up with my nails, it hurts so bad. So bad because like the paper is sharp. The pieces are sharp and it's like just going up under your skin. Yeah, so if y'all figure out, I don't know if gloves is it or if you could find another tool to help peel this up, but I just found it easier to use my hands even though it hurt, if that makes sense. Okay, so this is how it's looking. I like the original. I mean, it looks a little slightly outdated, but I kind of like this butcher block look. Let me know in the comments below if you like this or if you think I should change out the countertop or if I should do something different. You'll see like the little stain right there. That's from where the water damage lifted up the paper. And I thought it was like damage to the actual original countertop. But you'll see once I'm cleaning it that that's not the case. So I just wanted to take a step back, let y'all see how it's looking. You'll see if y'all, okay, I don't have a thing on my outlet over there. And you'll see that the paint is a little bit chipping on my cabinets at the bottom. That's another video, another story. But I went in with this Dawn Power Wash, sprayed it all over. And then I took some hot water on a Brillo pad and then just got the scrubbing. It's best to scrub in like circular motions to really peel up the adhesive because it may not look like it's a lot, but that adhesive, man, is it's a beast. I mean, it's good because your contact paper lasts a while. Like I said, if there was no water damage at all, this thing would have lasted well beyond a year. So this adhesive, when you start rubbing it in circles, you'll see little white balls coming up, and that's the adhesive. But when it's not wet, then you can't really see. You can feel, obviously. My clothes were sticking to it when I was like leaning over to peel it. So you have to scrub. I scrubbed so many times with the Brillo pad. I think it's best to use hot water so that you can really get it up. So I dried it off with a paper towel afterwards, and this is the final product. So I got most of it off, and then this is the after of the kitchen. So you can skim back to the um, original picture if you want to see the before, and then this is the after. I like it. I think it's going to come together. I like the wood.
Alright guys, I'm done. So you see the updated behind me as a whole. I do, let me turn this way down, okay. I do like it. It's definitely what I expected it to be. I didn't hate this original countertop when I first moved in. I just think I was just over the whole thing because of how it all looked together. But it looks good. Let me know what y'all think in the comments below. If you like the contact paper kitchen better or with this wood. I will say overall it was not very easy. I've seen people's videos that says, one lady said, sorry y'all, my hair, I've been working, so don't judge me, I won't judge y'all, like I say all the time. But this one lady said, because I had to look up a video to see, I knew it was going to be sticky when I took the paper off, but I had to look up to see what people were using to get the stickiness off once they removed the paper. So the one lady I found, she said it took her like 10 minutes to get the contact paper off. And for me, I'm going to be real with y'all, I think I had a little more counter space than she did, but it took me about an hour to actually take the paper off. Y'all can see in the video, I was, if you can pull it off in one piece, then it's easier. But I had to, I had to bite all my nails off because it was messing up my nails. I had already been washing dishes, so my nails were already like soft. But yeah, I would say it took about an hour to take the paper off completely because I had to keep stopping. If you don't rip it off in one piece, it's like you're ripping off baby pieces at a time, and it can really get frustrating. So I recommend to cut down your time, or just kind of some advice from me doing it, my experience doing it, is try to take up all of the edges first. You know, any edges, any corners, take it up first, and then when you put it off slowly. It's really hard to pull sometimes, so you have to kind of, I found myself really strong arming it to pull it off. But if you pull it off slowly, then you have a better chance of pulling off in one piece versus having these little one-off sections that you have to like scrape up with scissors or your fingernail to pull off. So try to get your edges up and then pull it off slowly. So I think if I had used that method the whole way through, I probably would have took less time, but definitely not 10 minutes. I don't know what kind of process she did, but 10 minutes, no. I would say minimum 30 minutes if you have the amount of counter space I have or more. And then the second part is obviously wiping it. So I use the Dawn Power Wash, which I love Dawn for dishes, and it works pretty well. The Dawn hot water and a Brillo pad. And I will say I had to go multiple times scrubbing. And I would say there's still a little bit more residue from the adhesives. So I'll probably, I'm kind of worn out for the day. I have things to do. But I'll probably next week when I clean the kitchen, I'll probably go over, take everything off the counter again, and go over one more time. Because the majority of the adhesive is off. I make sure I got as much off as possible. But I do think I need, because I did like, 2 or 3 passes right now of scrubbing and then wiping. But I think with one more, I can get everything completely off. So for the most part, this is not sticky. But there are certain parts, like down here, it's a little sticky still. So one more pass, and I think I'll be good. But I think this video could be really helpful for people who have either seen my video using contact paper for my kitchen renovation, or so many other people who've used the contact paper for the countertops, the peel and stick backsplash. I think it's important for y'all to see the removal process, because most of y'all are probably renters or people who don't want to have that for a lifetime, because obviously it's not a lifetime solution. So definitely leave me your comments below. Let me know if this was helpful for you, either now if you're trying to remove your contact paper, or if you thinking about in the future, if you've done this already, or if you plan to do it, what it would look like when you take it off or when you're ready to take it off. So overall, not a bad process, not impossible. I remember doing it, putting the contact paper on. I was like, dang, I hope I don't mess up the countertops. And this, I don't think it's real wood. I think it's like, I don't know, maybe laminate or vinyl. but it didn't destroy it at all. It didn't mess up so my video cut off. But overall, it's not impossible to take off the contact paper, and I would say maybe about 2 hours to complete. So let me know if you guys like this video. Make sure you subscribe. Leave me your comments if you tried this, how the process was for you, or if you plan on removing. And until next week, I will see you guys. Deuces.